this is another It's a Crafty Christmas. This is the card we're making today. It's going to be a really quick one. So as I said, this is the card we're making today, a very easy one. I've jumped a few steps, so I will show you straight away what we need. Okay, all measurements can be found on my blog. As you can see, I've already cut out 2 of the decorations, and I wasn't over keen on the silver and the gold together, so I'm sticking only to the silver at the moment. And on my blog you will actually see a gold version of this. Now I've already, as I said, all the sizes, the measurements and everything can be found on my blog. I'm actually using, I can't find the stamp set, here we go, the Merriest Wishes bundle, which is the stamp set, which I'm not actually using apart from the Be Joyful, which will go inside the card, but I am using the dies here, and it's just the 2 plain dies. As I said, you can see I've already cut out the smaller and the larger of the 2 baubles. I've just got to cut out an extra small one, and this will all be hidden. All you'll see is a very thin line of the glimmer paper, and as you know, waste not, want not, you use. So we've just whipped that one through. So there's the extra bauble, so the dies can be put aside. Now all I have to do is run the top mat through the embossing folder. This is a gorgeous one with hollies, holly berries and holly leaves all over it with a few curlicues in it. So I will be back in a moment as soon as I've run this through the embossing folder, through the Big Shot. Now that was run through on tab 1 of the Big Shot so that we get a nice deep impression. Okay, easy to pop this on. We just use a bit of fast fuse. The fast fuse isn't over keen on the embossed paper, so you've got to be very careful putting that through and also fixing it to this because of the holes in the back. But there we go, that goes on really easily. Pop those over, and instead of, as you can see here, I used the gold and white specialty ribbon that we've got in this year's holiday catalogue. I'm actually going to use some white baker's twine instead to fix the baubles to the front. Just a hint, because the glimmer paper is quite thick, it's a good idea when you put them in when you run the dies through your Big Shot that you run it through twice to make sure you get a nice clean cut so that you can even get the tip out of the hole there. And I've just realised we are actually going to stamp something here. We need to stamp the 25 for the centre of the bauble, so I will just grab a block and the 25. I put everything away after making the card thinking, no, I don't have to use any of this, this will be really good. Silly me. Okay, nice lot of Versamark, pop it on there. Now the silver embossing powder. Just dip that in there. Beautiful. I'll be back in a moment. I'm just going to heat emboss this. Okay, that's all done. Now I just need to pop this back through the Big Shot. I'll be back in a moment. And that did not cut out well, so we will do this again. Okay, and there we go, that cut out nicely. So what we need to do is pop some dimensionals on the back. I'm going to stick 3 on the back of this so that it's really going to be stuck down well onto the glimmer paper. Okay, get rid of the backings over there. Now I do need another, I'll keep these handy because I have to thread my twine. I'm going to fast forward through this. You'll see me doing it, but it will be fast forwarded. Okay, as you can see, I've got the two baubles threaded. So now I'm going to mount these two onto our panel. That's one. That's two. And then the leftover twine. Now, as you can see, I've put a lot of dimensionals on the back. This is to hold both the twine in place, and because I'm placing this on top of an embossed piece of paper, I want to make sure that it's going to adhere nicely. So there's quite a few dimensionals on the back of this. And then all we do is place that approximately the center of where we want it to go. There we go. And then we're just going to bring the string up, and I'm just going to flip that over. That's got some of the fast fuse to adhere to. Now the fast fuse doesn't really like the back of the glimmer paper. So for now, I'm just going to pop a little bit of snail just to catch the string on the back there for a moment, like so, because I'm going to actually cover the back with my foam adhesive. Like so. Flip this over nicely. Give this a good crease. I've got glimmer everywhere. Okay, so that's going to sit nicely just on the front of the card like that. And there we go. Beautiful. A really simple card. There's the sample, and this is the card we ended up with. I actually prefer it that way. As I said, when you go onto my blog, you'll see one done with gold and white as well. So I hope you've enjoyed today's card, and that if you've got the stamp set, you'll give it a go. If you don't have the stamp set and you would like to purchase that and the dies in a bundle, saving 10% on the price, just go to my shop, which is in the description bar. Okay, I will see you next week for another It's a Crafty Christmas. Have a great week, and don't forget Friday Frenzy this Friday. Okay, bye-bye.